how much is known by talent at that time? Kayfabe doesn't exist now, but at that time, how much is known by you guys among each other that there's going to be a switch tonight? Hogan's getting the belt. This is the direction we're going.
If you weren't deep enough into it to be into a certain circle and didn't know that, then you, one, should quit, or two, they're about to fire you. You know, like, it's like, hey, it's like, okay, let me get this straight. They're pushing Hogan, and that guy's friends got 440 hostages. I don't know. It'll be a close one here.
So Jose Luis Rivera had it figured out that
well,
night.
you know, they had their best on it, you know. You betcha. Brooklyn baller.
We sometimes hear, well, he was privy to a lot of inside information. We sometimes hear about a double-cross rumor that Vern made a phone call to Kaz the night before, the week before, whatever, and said there's a lot of money in him having a leg broken that night or something to that effect. You buy that? Now, Hogan fucked him, walked out. He's going to be the golden boy for my old friend's kid who wants to run me out of the damn place.
Well, the only thing that I got to be sincere and authentic here is why isn't his leg broken? Somebody gave me the offer, you know. He'd at least have a bruise. I suppose, so what's either, yeah, he couldn't get it done, or no, he didn't do it from principle?
That's what he'd tell you.
Oh, Muhammad said, you know, don't turn them in today, turn them in tomorrow. You know, I think probably though I think probably there might have been like, yeah, you should break his fucking leg. I'll give you 50 grand to break his leg. So 50 grand to break his leg? Oh, then, you know, I get 8 times, and you buy 8 by 10 picture of me. And probably something like that might have been thrown out.
Just a flippant comment that wasn't serious.
Yeah, well, ribbon on the square, you call it, you know,
Gotcha.
if it happens to get broke, you know.
We got a deal. Tell me about the inception of Piper's Pit. Who's it pitched to? Who pitches it to you? What do they say? What's your reaction? You certainly couldn't have seen the wild success it had.
Wow, that's really interesting. That's really interesting. That's a good question. With all due respect, I think that something needs to be cleared up. One of the things I'm doing now is I'm clearing up my name of a lot of things. But this is what was going on, and like who come and pitched it to me, right? So you help me remember that. We're going to put that over in this block, okay, right over there. This is what's going on. I get invited to come to New York. Orndorff gets invited. Morocco gets invited. You know, like Fuji, all the renegades get invited there, right? And they're giving us, you know, great carpenters and stuff on TV, but each guy trying to get over the other guy is like less than a fucking ritual killing. You know, I don't know how much more you can beat a human body up and let it live, you know, or whatever. And I'm in a bar in St. Louis. Now, you see, why I tell you that is I come, especially by the second time I come to New York, you don't tell me nothing. You don't tell me nothing about Roddy Piper. You tell me who I'm going to fight. You tell me where, when, and we discuss what is right for business, and then fuck off. Leave me alone. And it was the same with Vince, because how the fuck would you know how I get over? You know, I'm looking, and I'm in a bar in St. Louis and with Vince, trying to steal him from Hogan. And
Your new girlfriend.
say, how you doing there, sweetie? Oh, come on, edit it, you got it. And
Move that right to the next to the Lombardi reference we did a couple of minutes ago. Go ahead.
the outtakes. And so, shit, don't let me forget now.
In the bar?
In the bar. So, because really Lombardi and the guy Salvador Bellomo, guys are getting hurt. They're carrying them out like the Roman Colosseum. And I'm thinking, I said to myself, all right, number one, if they're going to see me wrestle, they got to pay. And I had made up my mind well before New York of a new way to get over putting it out of percentages, out of 100%. I spent about 65 on the promo and the rest on the actual physical part of wrestling. I made that determination. I used to put 100% in the wrestling, and I made that determination as I went along. So all of a sudden I'm thinking to myself, I got to do something. I mean, look, they're all gunslingers and none of them afraid. Fuck it. Give me an interview section. So I said this exactly to Vince McMahon. I said, you give me 5 weeks of mic stand and a bow tie. If I don't get the job done, I'm out of here. And the next time we come to, I don't even know, was Allenburg or?
Allentown, the Ag Hall for the tapings?
Yeah, whatever the next taping was, that set was there. And I'm telling you, I came out and went, huh? Ah, fuck. And then I started thinking, which, you know, is never good. And so, it's not like I think you had to be there like 11 o'clock in the morning, you know, in body, not in mind.
Well, you're taping promos all that.
Yeah, and everybody's hungover, and you know, Andre's, you know, picking villagers out of his teeth and drinking vats of wine and whatever. And
so you're there at 11, and you don't know what you're going to do.
Yeah,
Your first guests are Paul Orndorff
no, my
and Eddie Gilbert. Two separate tapes.
Gotcha. Here's where I didn't know, like, and Orndorff was a heel.
Yeah.
And as was I. So it just kind of like, okay, it wasn't much more than doing a 2.5 minute promo. Hey, I love you, I love you, I love you. Right. But it's not what they're Rod. I'm going to myself.
Okay.
And I'm going, like, what the fuck's that? And it's not, you don't get at 11 in the morning who your guest's going to be. You know, it's like 5 minutes before, hey, what are you doing? Get on, you're a guest.
Oh, so that's how they would say, it was almost arbitrary. Unless there was an angle planned, it was arbitrary.
It was, everything was improv. Nothing.
But I mean, even the guests, they wouldn't tell you until a couple of minutes before they got on the pit.
No, because back then, like, if we're, for instance, Poughkeepsie, a lot of them done. So you come in about 11 a.m., you do, I don't know how many interviews, 60 interviews for the different markets. And then, you know, the way these guys catering and stuff is they didn't even feed us. Finally, we all just left and ate.
Whose name was Piper's Pit? Was that you?
Yeah.